So with all this fallout between Disney and Sony and Spider-Man caught in the middle of it, a lot of people have started to speculate that the next thing that's going to be a giant casualty is going to be Marvel's Spider-Man video game. I don't think it's going to be. I personally don't think it's going to be. But let's talk about the ramifications of this and how down the road this could become a reality. So we know that within Disney, they want to focus on video games as it's a huge part of revenue. Their game studios have never really delivered because they tried to build them in-house. So Disney has been looking to acquire outside studios such as 2K Activision, which of course makes, Grand Theft Auto and various other things like World of Warcraft. Maybe you heard of it. And at one point, Activision did hold the license rights to the likes of Spider-Man. Now, of course, when everything was happening with the MCU taking Spider-Man and putting them into their universe, they agreed with Sony to an exclusivity deal for Spider-Man video games. And certainly if you look at that game, absolute masterpiece, right? They really did something that I don't think many people thought they were going to be able to do with that game, so I can't wait for the sequel. Now, people are speculating that Marvel and Disney are going to come in and take the game away. So that's not going to happen, first and foremost. So it can't happen yet. There is contracts in play here that have to be fulfilled. And from what we understand, I believe 2 games were guaranteed with a third option. That's my understanding. That could have changed. It could have just been hearsay. I don't know. But if that's the case, a second game does have to come out, and then a third one would have to be renegotiated. Now, in that instance, that's where Disney could pull the plug on and be like, no, we're just going to give it to someone else. And realistically, to back this up even more, if you think about that, Spider-Man became one of the greatest selling games of the generation on one console. And for good reason. It was a great exclusive that got pushed heavily. Disney, the higher ups are going to go, wait, so we don't have Spider-Man in our universe anymore. They wouldn't share the rights with him. We're producing merchandise. They're producing this game. So what if we take it back after the contracts run out and put it on all the consoles? And then you're going to say, yeah, but the development won't be as great. It won't be as great as this game. And when was the last time the suits cared about that? I mean, realistically, tell me that, right? It's very rare that that's going to happen in a game studio. The more consoles you could get it out to, the better you believe your take is going to be. Because there's more people's eyes on it, right? It makes sense. That's how corporations work. So I don't think you have anything to worry about yet with the second game. But beyond that, I think there could be problems, but as of right now, it is a great relationship because Disney does not have in-house developers. And they license that game out and they get a small piece of that pie. I believe the developers get like $7 off each copy sold. So there is a percentage in there due to the licensing that Disney gets. And they're just like, wow, we're not even doing anything with this and we're making a few million a year. All right, that's bottom line, right? But there is going to be that chance that they sit down and start reevaluating and they go, so we can raise this, right? And we can stick one to Sony. And it could happen. I'm not saying it will. It could. And now with this Spider-Man debacle, there's a chance it will. Just not anytime soon. I would say maybe give it 3 to 4 years. And then you could start to see the ramifications of this.